Welcome, everybody out there in the internet, to episode 95. The countdown is on of Sis and Big Pops culture. I am Todd Turner, also known as Mosaic Fan Art. And for the last 95 episodes, 94 plus one is the one, the only.
Hi, sweet friends. My name is Hannah Jo, aka Sis, and together we are an adult daughter and father duo. We dive into all things geek, nerd, and fandom. Every episode is family friendly.
Family.
Yeah.
And friendly.
Indeed.
So we record this live on the Book of Faces that anybody can watch, even those 6 execs from HBO.
Yeah, the 6 HBO execs that have been following us from day one. You're welcome to be back.
Day one, point B.
Day one, point A, B.
Point A, B. Hannah, tell everybody what we do here.
Hi, sweet friend. So we are going to, as usual, start off with some nerd news. We're going to chat about what we've been binging, whether that's reading or listening or watching. Pops is going to share his pull list, and then we are going to review the movie A Man from U.N.C.L.E. And Dad is going to regale us with how accurate Rome was.
Yes, because they film it in Rome. Yeah, and we just got back. Woo! A lot of nerding out in Rome. So, yeah, let's just hop into it. And we'll start it off with nerd news to us. Sad news.
Yeah, man. Man.
James Earl Jones passed. He was 93. So the voice
lived a life.
I know. The voice of Darth Vader.
The voice of Mufasa? No, Mufasa's dad.
No, Mufasa.
Okay, yeah, I was right.
Say it again.
Ooh.
Yeah. Field of Dreams.
Sandlot?
Yes. I believe he was a bad guy in a Conan the Barbarian movie.
Really?
I vaguely remember that. But yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to miss James Earl Jones.
I do too.
I don't know what my favorite James Earl Jones movie was. Probably Field of Dreams. Now, I can't go with...
You can't go Star Wars.
No, I mean, I love Star Wars, but I'm just putting that aside, you know.
Other than Star Wars. I think mine would have to be either The Sandlot or Lion King.
Well, I mean, he was barely in Sandlot. Just at the very end.
I know, but he was really cool in The Sandlot.
He was really cool in The Sandlot. You're right.
Yeah.
So, man. Yeah, that's a bummer.
What a cool dude. Lived a long life. Did a lot of work. Hopefully work that he loved.
And apparently he used to stutter.
I didn't know that about him.
I watched a video, an interview with him. I'm pretty sure. Somebody'd have to go back and double fact check me. Fact check me, fact checkers out there.
I ain't going to fact check you.
I know nobody is.
I ain't going to. Man.
What do you got, Hannah? You got other stuff?
I have other stuff. All of the stuff that I have is very Hannah focused.
That's fine.
Which is, I guess, would make sense because I am Hannah and I care about what I care about.
Exactly.
It would be things I care about. Okay.
Right.
Kenny Ortega, the director, choreographer of High School Musical 1, 2, and 3.
The Newsies.
Really? He did. Yes, he did Newsies too.
With Christian Bale.
Kenny Ortega is a big deal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He is developing a YA Phantom of the Opera.
Okay. I saw this, but didn't know it was him.
It's Kenny Ortega.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be so good. I'm going to have to watch it.
You think so?
Damn it.
Do you remember you and Mom went and saw that in Vegas?
Yeah,
you got your mask?
Phantom.
Do you still have your mask?
No. I mean, probably. It's probably in a box somewhere. I keep everything. Trevin was talking to me about like if our house is very tiny, our house is like a 12,000 square foot house. And if we're going to
12,000?
12,000, 1,200. Thank you. I get my things wrong. It's a 1,200. Thank you, Dad. It's a 1,200 square foot house. And I was like, do you think that we could have like a couple children in this house? And he was like, no, Hannah, we're both borderline hoarders.
Yes, you could. We lived in a trailer. There were 6 of us. You could do it.
So much stuff.
That is, you are borderline hoarders. He's got a marimba, for goodness sakes. It takes up 2/3 of a room. So
giant computer desk. Anyways, but
so you're in the Guinness Book of Records.
Why?
That was the most
for the
Phantoms ever.
Anyways,
in one place.
I told you that story to say I probably have it somewhere still. Yeah, 100%. Okay. I probably have it in a box somewhere because I keep stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't know it was going to be. It's so. Of course, it's going to be a musical. That's
YA
stupid,
Phantom of the Opera, developed by Kenny Ortega.
I did not know it was Kenny Ortega. I did write that down. I wrote another Hannah centered. I wonder if you've got this one.
Okay, tell me.
So I'm just going to tell the title of a book and tell me if you know what it is. Midnight Sun.
Do you know that I was so excited to tell you about this?
Okay, go ahead. Lay it on me.
Tell you the saga of Midnight Sun.
Go ahead, just lay it on me.
Okay, so
Sparkle Pants.
Stephanie Meyers, whom we all know and love as the author of Twilight, and I need you to know that it's starting to feel like fall, and Girly Pop's going to start watching the Twilight movies here in a moment.
I know it.
It's coming, so just be ready, friends.
Okay, I'm ready.
But Midnight Sun is Twilight that was written from Edward's perspective, and so Twilight was originally written
part of the movies.
Twilight was originally written in Bella's perspective, and book 1, book 2, book 3 are all Bella's perspective.
Do I look 4, like I'm lost yet, or like I'm vacant?
I mean, yes. Anyways, Midnight Sun was released. Someone leaked Midnight Sun. I read Midnight Sun illegally on a PDF when I was in 11th grade.
You villain.
You know that I did, Dad.
Liar, liar, pants
I'm a
on
lying
fire.
liar. And I read that illegal document when it was released. And so she was like, I'm not releasing Midnight Sun. And everyone was like, please, because it wasn't complete. And so she finished writing it, released it.
She still made bukus of money.
She made so much money. And so they're doing an animated series.
That's what I saw for Netflix.
Of Midnight Sun on Netflix. And I'm so happy.
I wonder if they'll get some of the OGs for the voices like they did for Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, they are not going to do that.
Really?
I don't think so. I really hope that they like stylize it. There's this artist
you think it'll
that
be
I
manga
follow.
influenced?
I mean, I don't know. Okay. There's this author that I follow. Author's wrong. Artist is right. There's an artist that I follow on Instagram who's done like really stylized like portraits of like what the main characters in Twilight could look like in an animated series. And I really hope that they kind of go that vibe.
Okay, cool.
And I hope that it's like old school animation. I hope it's not like Frozen animation. I hope it's like Gravity Falls animation.
Oh, I think I honestly bet you it'll be manga influenced. I mean, if it looks something like what was that great book that we read that was by James Tinian? They had the seven secrets.
Oh, that'll be, yeah. It could look like that.
That would be fantastic. So it's not 100% anime, but it is influenced, you could tell.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm very excited. Sorry, I took your piece of news.
It's fine. I knew it's for you. So here's one. Have you seen the Snow White teaser trailer?
The teaser trailer?
It has 9.3 million views.
How many thumbs down?
1 million.
Yeah.
So much so they've now turned it off. You can't thumbs down it.
Well,
1 million thumbs downs.
I am really sad for the rap that the girl who is Snow White, Rachel, is getting, because she's a phenomenal singer, and I do think that would be.
I don't think that it's against her. I really don't. I think people are just.
It looks bad.
We're done, Disney. Just do something new.
It looks bad.
Keep the old school animation the same. The dwarfs don't. I thought, well, let's look. They look weird.
That's because they aren't.
No, they look computer generated.
Because they are. They did not hire a single little person to be a part of that.
Yeah, that's weird. So I did watch it. just because I saw it had 1 million dislikes, and now you can't dislike it anymore. They've turned it off. Just like The Crow, which, by the way, apparently bombed at the box office.
I
didn't even know it was out.
am so salty. They did her costume so dirty.
Why? I thought it looked normal.
I don't know. I don't think it like it. Her waistline is flat instead of a V, and it just kind of very segments her body. And there's so many cool cosplays that people have done of like the Snow White dress. It's so iconic. I don't know.
Do you think we'll get a Robin Hood live action?
We have so many live Robin Hoods, Dad.
No, the Oodalali. Do you think we'll get one of those because they're redoing everything? Because we all know that then the Maid Marian dance, they just copied
and pasted
the Snow White dance
from the Snow White.
Yes, 100%.
I hope not.
You hope not?
I hope not.
I hope not too. Don't ruin it. I did see an ad for a T-shirt. No, like a button-up shirt, and it was the rooster playing the thing. You know, playing the lute, right? Yeah, Roger Miller. What else you got?
Okay. Where is it? Okay. Do you remember the books that I read called Uglies, Pretties, Specials?
Yes, I do remember
Scott
that.
Westerfield.
I don't have any clue who wrote them, but I remember you reading something called Uglies and Pretties, and I was like, this doesn't sound like a very nice book. It sounds to me like this is very like this is terrible for young girls to read. But anyway,
it was written in 2005, and it was a dystopian novel, and it was a futuristic dystopian society with enforced beauty standards, and so children were considered ugly. You were an ugly until you were 16, 17 years old, and were allowed to undergo mandatory cosmetic surgery, and then you were considered a pretty.
This is considered good?
The whole thing is that she's like, I don't want to be pretty. And so she leaves. And so she starts like an uprising.
From Max Lucado, the book from Max Lucado. Or the Starbelly Sneetches, Max Lucado, the Starbelly Sneetches. Okay, so anyway, what were you going to tell me about these terrible books that children shouldn't read?
Dad,
I'm just kidding.
Books were so good. I cared so much about them. Okay, I get it.
I know. It's a social commentary.
It's a social commentary. Yes. You know, our queen, Joey King, who is in literally everything on Netflix.
Who is it?
Joey King.
I don't know who Joey King is.
You know her. She's been in literally everything. She's in she has this thing where she can be in like really garbage movies, but also like really like highfalutin, like Oscar nod movies. She was in Bullet Train. She was the girl in all pink in Bullet Train.
Which one? The which one? Was she the bad girl?
She was the little girl.
Oh yeah, she's good.
She's great. She's phenomenal.
Anywho,
she's the main actress in the Uglies movie that's coming out on Friday on Netflix.
Oh, I didn't know it's ready.
It's coming out this week.
All right, we're gonna watch it and then we'll talk about it.
I want to. Right, I like Joey King.
Let's watch it and we'll talk about it.
I'm not mad about it. I think that she's folks. So
Anybody
fun.
Listening, watch it and hop in on episode 9-6.
She was the little girl in White House Down.
That's right, the one that did the flag routine.
With the flag.
She's been really didn't realize that was her.
So much stuff.
It was a good movie. I loved it.
She was Beezus in Ramona and Beezus.
I didn't watch that.
Oh, it was very, very cute.
Okay.
She was in this awful garbage movie called The Princess, where she had to fight her way out of a castle to save her family after it was overrun.
Oh gosh.
I just think she's so I like her stuff. I watch her I watch her garbage movies. She's also in a lot of like highfalutin, like she can go back and forth.
Okay. Sort of like a Nicolas Cage.
Give me Nicolas Cage news immediately.
Oh, I don't have any.
Oh,
I don't have any, but that would have been
excited.
Good.
Do you know how excited I was for you to tell me about Nicolas Cage?
I saw you get excited, and I was like, oh, I let her down.
Nicolas Cage.
I threw the Nick Cage out without actually having a real reason for it.
Sorry. Dad. You can't do that to me.
Well, okay, I will tell you some information.
Okay.
I don't know that you might not appreciate this as much as I do, or people my age, but there is a documentary coming out about Christopher Reeves, who was the not the
Yes,
first
Trevin
Superman.
and I. Yes, the Superman documentary.
It's called Super/Man.
It looks so good.
The Christopher Reeves story. Yeah, I cried watching the trailer.
We saw
But
that trailer. We saw that trailer in theaters.
Yeah, it's going to be in theaters like in a couple weeks, but I don't think it'll be out long. It's one of those that you're going to have to hit at like maybe a
weekday.
Regal or something like that. But I did notice it was going to be in Lexington on the 21st of September. So, but
you remember,
man, Christopher Reeves was my Superman. So,
I watched his Supermans. He was a very good Superman.
Very good Superman. So great.
I didn't know that he was paralyzed. I had no idea about that history.
He did horse jumping or like dressage and that kind of stuff. Showed horses. And it was so tender watching him and his wife. And
they love each other very much.
And his kids talk about him. And it was very neat. Apparently he had a very big relationship with Robin Williams.
I saw that. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm. Me either. So I will try to see it as soon as I can.
I probably won't watch it in theaters.
No, but
I want to watch it.
Ditto.
I saw the commercials and it looked very good.
Yeah.
Looked like it's going to make me cry.
I know.
Weeping in the place.
I will. I cried watching the daggone.
Weeper.
A major weeper. I'm a major weeper.
I am.
Another holiday reference.
I cry
Me
a
too.
lot.
I'm cool with it. I don't care.
Me and
Back
you,
off.
Dad. We'll cry in a movie theater together.
I know.
Okay.
What?
Have you seen?
For somebody who didn't have any news, you got
you're
quite
right.
a bit.
I told you, I was like, I remembered things that I wanted to tell you about.
I mean, we haven't talked in 3 weeks, so.
You're not wrong. I mean, we've talked, but we haven't done the podcast.
We haven't done nerd stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, did I see what?
Did you see the Dancing with the Stars shenanigans?
No, but I did see who some of the people were going to be on there, and I was like, I don't know them.
Okay,
what
Pommel
are the
Horse Guy.
Is he on there?
Pommel Horse Guy is on Dancing with the Stars.
See, there you go. They mentioned their names, and I was like, I don't know who it is.
Pommel Horse Guy.
They're not stars.
Pommel Horse Guy and Rugby Girl.
Serious?
Yes. The thing that's killing me. Do you remember years ago? When the girl Anna Delvey.
No clue. That name is familiar, but I don't know why.
Because she is a con artist. Anna Sorokin she pretended that she was a German heiress and conned people out of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars.
Okay.
Of like free goods. She's on Dancing with the Stars. Her pictures.
This is not called Dancing with
her pictures of her dad, or she has her ankle monitor on because she's on parole. She had to get special permission from the parole board
my gosh.
to go from New York State to California so that she could be a part of Dancing with the Stars. We got Pommel Horse Guy, Rugby Girl, Con Lady.
Oh my gosh.
It's
like Paul Rudd on Ant-Man 2. It's not drama. They're not stars. Who are these people?
I just thought that was so funny.
Do you know what would make it better?
What?
If Nick Cage was on Dancing with the Stars.
Nick Cage. I
would watch
just
that.
Thought there is like such like people are like they don't know to be if they should be like mad that Anna Delvey is in this, if it's funny, if it's like a joke, it's clearly a gimmick. It's working because here I am. I don't care about Dancing with the Stars, but here I am talking to you about it. So the plan is working.
It's funny because I watched the previews to see who they all were.
You don't know.
I didn't know. I knew one person. I can't remember who it was. And I was like, whatever. Just clicked it off. I've never watched it. I think the only Dancing with the Stars
thing. Irwin.
And Alfonso. When he did the Carlton.
That was either Bendy's year or Sadie's year.
Yeah, and Sadie. That was it. Those are the only people I've ever watched. Those three. Other than that, nope.
I cared so much about it.
You're terrible.
For them, I just thought that was so funny. I needed you to know about it.
Somebody caught a picture of the Thing.
Does he look good?
it's like, so I'm sure a lot of it's going to be motion cap because the guy who plays him, Eben Moss, said that he was contacted by Mark Ruffalo about doing the motion cap,
Yeah.
but it was a practical outfit. So it was like maybe for something, I don't know what it was, but it looks so good.
So like
it didn't look like Michael.
When they did,
They showed him putting his head on.
Oh, okay, cool. And it looked good.
Yeah, it looked great.
Yeah.
So we'll see, I'm sure it's not everything, but yeah, it looked really good. I'm excited. About that.
I know that Fantastic Four is special to you because you love it so much and it's your favorite comic book. Fantastic Four movies
I know.
Are
it's the first
special
PG-13.
to me. Because it's the
it.
first PG-13 movie I ever saw, and I saw it on a daddy-daughter date with you.
I know. So hopefully this one will be really good.
I hope so,
That's what I'm hoping.
I want it to be good.
If it's not, we will have a Minecraft movie coming in April.
Do you see how awful it looks?
Did you see that?
I saw it looked so bad.
And
Did
then
you think it looked
Jack
fun?
Black just showed up at the end as Steve.
I am not mad. Okay, here's the thing. We thought Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, was going to be garbage.
That was hilarious.
And it was excellent.
But this Minecraft, I mean, they start with the teaser trailer or whatever, and they cuss in it in the first 15 seconds. And I'm like, they're going to have a buttload of kids that want to go see this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is it going to be PG? It's going to be PG-13, I guarantee it. But I don't know. Maybe it will be PG. I don't know.
Can they say cuss words in PG movies now?
I don't know the answer.
Okay.
What?
In Beetlejuice, they used their one big bad word.
Uh-huh.
And then they wanted to say it again.
Yeah.
And so they bleeped him.
Nice.
In the movie, they bleeped him.
No, that's funny.
It was.
I'm okay with that.
We were like, are you kidding? We giggled about it. Because it was, I mean, of course it was Beetlejuice.
All right.
Who said it?
I think I had one more piece of news.
I do too. Do you want to go first?
You go ahead.
Have you seen how much weight Dave Bautista has lost?
Yeah, he's like lost 50, 60 pounds. He looks terrible.
I think that's what he just looks like. And that he
said he lost weight. He has lost weight because he's not wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
And he dropped, I think he said he's now 220.
How tall is he? 220 is not a bad weight for a man to weigh.
No, but for a guy who looked like a beast, and now he doesn't.
Man. I hope that he
says he's fine.
I hope
on
that
a
he's
diet.
healthy and that he's
says he
eating
is.
well and living well. I can't imagine how jarring it would be to like have worked so hard all of your life for a certain physique.
Yeah,
and then to like learn maybe that physique was hurting you or that it was hindering you in some way and then having to change that drastically.
You know who I have seen who have changed theirs the most? Russell Crowe. He would do that.
Tom Hardy.
And Christian Bale.
Tom Hardy said he nearly killed himself to go up to Bane.
Talk like this.
The amount of like trauma.
I'm gaining weight. You have more person than I can name. Anyway. I just take the mask off.
Like I can't.
Yeah.
Like I hope he's well. He looks.
I'm getting ready to lose some major weight.
He looks slim.
I want to start getting svelte.
You gonna get svelte like Dave Bautista?
No. Yeah, I'll be skinnier than him. I'm already way less than him, but I'm probably like 2 feet lower than him too. So who knows?
I don't know. I think that he definitely looked older, but I also think part of that was the styling. He was wearing a suit and a necklace.
I think we're used to somebody being big, and when there's automatically they're not, we think, oh my gosh, are they sick?
No, I think that he feels good. I listened to him in an interview and he was like, I feel the youngest I've ever felt. I'm not constantly in the gym. I'm not constantly having to monitor how much food I'm consuming.
Yeah.
Like I have more time to live my life. Like
good for him.
So
well, he's a movie star now.
I mean, hey.
But I think a lot of times he gets the parts because of how he looks.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
You know? All right, we'll see. I had one last piece.
Yeah.
HBO has Cinemax has a new show coming out called on October 6th called The Franchise.
Oh, I saw something about that.
It's like a series based on these people making superhero movies. So it's going to be adulty. And it stars the guy who starred in Station 11.
Oh, and you like Station 11 a lot.
I don't like Station 11 a lot. I love Station 11 a lot. So anyway, yeah, that was it. My last piece of news.
That's funny. What have you been watching, Dad?
I am up to Summerween.
Summerween!
I have been watching Gravity Falls.
What?
It is hilarious. I don't know if you catch all the little things in it. Did you catch him do the Babe reference?
Yeah, that'll do pig.
That'll do.
Are you kidding? Of course. I'm obsessed with Babe. Of course I know that.
and Larry King. I mean,
Halloween, Summerween.
So
we're gonna host a
right
Summerween party next summer.
That's funny. So I'm in it. I'm in the episode. So don't tell me anything about it. So yes, I've been watching Gravity Falls. I have watched 2 movies on a 10-hour plane flight. Your mom. So the plane gives each person a little screen.
Yeah.
And you can watch movies. So what your mom and I would do is we'd pick a movie and we'd start it at the same time.
Oh, fun. I've done that before.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we watched, I think it's called Arthur the King.
Oh,
it's about
Trevin and I
dog.
watched, we told you about that. Trevin and I went and saw that in theaters.
It was good.
It was really cute.
It wasn't great, but it was cute. I liked it. Yeah, we watched that.
When Trevin and I went and saw
That's with Mark Wahlberg about the dog.
He was like, I just want Mark Wahlberg to be Mark Wahlberg for a second.
Oh, he was 100%.
And at the very end, he's like, the dog! You gotta let him.
Yeah, it was funny. So we enjoyed that.
That's a fun,
I would tell people to watch that. That's like a PG-13 and a family film you could watch, although it's a little bit rough. On the way back, Pitch Perfect. It's just
classic.
So bad and so funny.
It's so good. I've been shot.
So funny. Yes.
Sometimes I think I should. I'm not going to say that. That line's really funny. Where he's like, and she goes, sometimes I think I should.
Yes. Yeah.
But then I think, better not.
Better not. Yeah. I laughed at that. But that was so funny because we had headphones in and it's pitch black on the plane and all of a sudden we all both go, why? So we had to be good to quit that.
You can't do that. No. I watched Annihilation on a plane once.
That's not a laugher.
And the woman that was sitting next to me touched me and was like, sweetie, I think this might be a movie you should watch at your house.
Why?
Because I was like,
oh, well, there is an adulty scene at the beginning of it.
She's like, I think you should watch this at your home. And
which
I was
is
like,
a kind way of saying, turn it off. You're ever taking the pee water out of me.
And I was like, you're right. I turned it off.
So I have been reading.
Ooh.
I've read a lot, but I downloaded the Secret War Battle World, which was written by Jonathan Hickman. Oh, Timber.
You okay?
Yeah, I am. I just knocked over my light.
I see you now.
I know. That was written by Jonathan Hickman. That a lot of people believe is going to be the Tony Stark thing.
Yes.
Dr. Doom.
Yes.
So I read that. It's really good. It's worth reading if anybody can get a chance to do that. I read God Country again.
Oh, beautiful.
With Valifax. I know, it's so good. I read that again. Planetary Omnibus, read that again.
Of course you did.
And also just light reading the Silmarillion. I know,
You're
it's
so funny.
Your mom has found a new artist on Spotify.
Yeah. She sent it to me, I think.
I think his name's Lee Howard, maybe. I don't remember. But anyway, we've been listening to her album. It's really good. Let me see who it is so that I can tell you.
Mom sent me a message on Instagram before we got on the pod, and I'm wondering if that is what it was about.
It's Leanne Crawford. Still Waters is her
Leanne
album.
Crawford music. I love this new album. This is the title track. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, it's really good. So
That's
there you go.
sweet.
Reading, watching, listening. That's what I've been doing.
Okay.
And we've had plenty of time to do it because we've been away. So
You've been traveling.
travel heavy. What about you, Hannah Jo Tunna?
I did something that we as individuals are against.
Like you and me are against?
Me and you. I watched a dubbed anime.
That's okay. You have to. You have to.
I had to because I wanted to cross stitch.
Well, yeah. There you go.
And
I'm
so
not against it.
It was
Nathan will shame you, but that's fine.
It's not the same. I will say that it's not the same. I watched Howl's Moving Castle,
Oh, okay.
which was very good.
Had you ever seen it?
I had never seen it before. Have you seen it?
Is that Studio Ghibli?
Yes.
Ghibli? Studio Ghibli.
Yes.
I don't know.
It was made in 2004. It's based off of a book, which I didn't know.
Okay.
The American cast is crazy. It's Christian Bale is the voice of Howl. Billy Crystal is in it. Christian Bale, Josh Hutcherson is in it.
Oh, wow.
Billy Crystal, Blythe Danner,
It's a lot of people.
Gene Simmons, like a lot of
From Kiss, Gene Simmons.
Gean Simmons. She's a lady.
Oh, no. I thought you were talking about Gene Simmons from Kiss.
Gene
That's
Simmons.
funny.
She's an older lady.
I don't know who that is.
But a lot of like cool. It was interesting. I'd never seen it before. I had started it and stopped. I'd watched the first 30 minutes. Like I was like, I'm going to start it. Watch the first 30 minutes. Something happened. I'd watch something else. I'm going to start it. First 30, like I'd done that like 3 or 4 separate times, but I finally finished it and I really liked it.
Okay.
I've been watching The Intern. Do you know what that movie is about?
That's the movie with Robert De Niro in it. Is that right?
And Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, we watched that. Your mom and I watched it.
It just makes me happy.
It's good. It's a good movie.
It's just a sweet movie. I put that on sometimes when I don't know what
Isn't
to
Anne
watch.
Hathaway a turd in this movie at the beginning?
She doesn't like having a person that she considers to be like a bit of a superior in her business.
Okay.
Even though this man is not her superior, he's an intern. He's just old.
But he's pretty wise.
But he's very wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the tagline is experience never goes out of fashion.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Which is really cute. So The
cute.
Intern, I really like that movie. Gravity Falls, we finished it.
Okay.
Trevin and I watch Gravity Falls every August, September.
Okay.
You know me, I love a routine. And
I do.
When it's go back to school time, it's time to watch Gravity Falls because that means summer's over.
And Gravity Falls you can watch on Disney. It's really good. It's hilarious.
It's so good.
It's so smart. I didn't realize how good it was. So
we've been telling you, Dad.
I think this is more kiddie than way more than Over the Garden Wall.
Oh, 100%.
Over the Golden Wall is a little bit spooky. This is not.
You could watch End of Elementary School.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, and adults would pick up stuff. I don't think it's Dude,
Dude.
you're gonna love this. Dude. Anyway, sorry.
He does that.
He goes, dude.
Have you gotten to the
That's the
episode where
character Zeus.
He's Zeus. His name is Jesus and they call him Zeus, which is
SOOS.
Well, his name is Jesus.
Oh, I haven't
but
caught that.
his nickname is Zeus.
Zeus.
Which is just
SOOS.
hysterical.
Gotcha. So have I got to what?
Have you gotten to the song where they get the song stuck in their head? She goes, "We blammin' and we jammin'." That song.
I have not.
That might be the putt putt. I think that's the putt putt episode.
I'm at Summerween right now. I love the titles. The titles for the episodes
are hysterical.
They're great. Irrational Treasure instead of National
Dream
Treasure.
Scaper Caper. Wait until you get that one's one of my favorite. The Dream Scaperers is one of my favorite episodes.
Funny.
I have been listening. You know, we getting close to
I know.
close to fall times.
You just updated your hoopla. I heard that story. Go ahead. We'll do that off air.
I've been listening to a new YA vampire book.
Oh my gosh. These are terrible. You should have read all the Blood Hunt comics.
It's called Crave, and it's by Tracy Wolff. That's what the
Wait a minute. The lady's name is Wolf.
her name is Tracy Wollff.
Yeah, it's still like Wolf.
Yeah, 100% it is. It's
Gotcha.
a completed YA arc. All of them are available on Kindle Unlimited. The first 2 books and the half of the second book is available on Hoopla, digital download for graphic audio. They're releasing every 2 months the next part of Crave on graphic audio. And so I had just started listening to part 1 of book 2.
Oh, I just remembered another book I was reading.
Okay.
I don't know the whole thing, but it's called David and Goliath. It has something to do with making your disadvantages actually being advantages, and some people's advantages actually being disadvantages.
Cool.
I'm reading it on Libby.
We love
because
Libby.
I couldn't get it on Hoopla. I don't really like Libby.
But I do. I like Libby.
I couldn't. I always had to borrow crap. It's never available. Anywho,
you have to hold it. You got to place a hold.
That's dumb.
So I've been listening to Crave. I was having trouble with my Hoopla, but I got it fixed. And so in the meantime, I've been listening to a lot of Sabrina Carpenter. She's a girly pop artist that has released a new album called Short and Sweet. And it is 40 minutes long. And it's every single song is a banger. Every single song is a bop. Do not listen to it with your children.
Oh,
bops for grown-ups.
It's grown-up boppage.
Right. But woo, I be dancing in my car. I be dancing in the kitchen to Short and Sweet.
All right.
By Sabrina Carpenter, and listening to a new vampire book we love.
Oh gosh, heart
emoji. I can't.
It's all right.
Okay.
We filmed this live. Hannah's making a heart sign.
Yeah. Sorry. I was holding my pen and you couldn't tell what it was.
I knew what it was. I knew what it was.
Pull list.
Guys, now is the time when I sit down and I talk about comic books.
Wow.
And I've been gone, so I've got like 3 weeks worth of comics. I have not read them all. I just picked 5 that I had read through that I really did like, and I'm pretty sure they'll remain my best ones. So what I try to do is a pull list is when you have your local comic book shop pull comics and put them back for you so that they're when you get there. Like if you miss a couple weeks, then you'll have a stack worth $800. And
really, you're lying.
Oh, I am lying. There ain't no way it'd be that much. But so normally I pick a Marvel comic, a DC comic, an independent, a new number one, and a book of the week. So let's just hop into it. My first book is a DC. My DC book is Absolute Power #3. So DC Comics are currently doing a summer/fall event.
Yes.
Where Amanda Waller has found a way to suck all the powers from all the superheroes and the villains.
Amanda Waller can suck it.
Thank you. This is family friendly.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We'll let that one slide.
I don't like her.
I know. So what has happened is she's got robots, the Amazo robots that have people's powers, and she wants to get rid of all superheroes. Well, they made the mistake they didn't really make a mistake, but they turned Superman's son into like a cyborg. He's not really a cyborg, but they implanted like computer stuff into him so that they could basically use his power to capture some of the people who've gotten away.
Ma'am.
Well,
he's a mind of its own.
They rescue John Kent, right? But before he does, he's able to transmit back all the good and love that that the superheroes have for one another and that they've done. And it goes into one of the main robots, the Brainiac Queen. And she's now doesn't know quite what to do or anything, but this is the turning point issue. So next issue, I believe, is the last one. And
I was going to say, because this is the summer event. It's literally
summer/fall. So what they're going to do is DC is rebooting all their stuff again.
I knew about that. We've chatted about this multiple times.
And we believe they're getting rid of the multiverse. Like that's the rumor. The rumor is that there will be no multiverse in DC. There will be the regular universe. There will be books that are called Elseworlds, which are like, oh, what if type books. They'll have the Dark Label imprint, which is like, these are books that we're just writing because we think they're great stories. They have nothing to do with regular continuity. And then they have these that are going to be called the Absolute Universe, and that'll be separate. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So, my Marvel book is Amazing Spider-Man 56, but it's Legacy 950.
Amazing Spider-Man 56.
Legacy 950, which means it's really, if you put them in order, it's issue 950.
950.
This ties up a bunch of loose ends.
We love
from
that.
the previous books, because I believe they're getting ready to change creative teams, but it has a great, it's really, really good. I was surprised at how good it would be. It's a big boy. It's like it's $7. It has a picture of every cover of every Spider-Man book in it.
That's sweet.
We get yeah, that's what I'm just gonna say. It's a tie-up for stuff. So if you've been following Spider-Man, it puts a bow on a whole lot of stuff and sets up the new
really
upcoming.
sweet.
Yeah, so I liked it. So my independent book is called Eye Eye Lie Lie Popeye. Eye Lie Popeye.
By who?
Massive Comics, issue 1. I think it's the first time we've ever had a book by Massive.
I was going to say,
here.
I don't know them.
Well, they got the Massive Comics got the rights to King Syndicate's Popeye, and they've put out a Popeye comic.
We like
And
Popeye.
It is
Eat some spinach,
somewhat
kids.
manga influence. I mean, and I want to love this comic.
Oh no, are you not?
Yes and no. Some of the writing is so small that it is a struggle for me to see. And it's hard to read. I mean, it's literally hard to read.
Yeah.
Because whoever does the lettering, they just want to tell so much story that it's just so hard. But
I mean, that's a good thing? Question mark?
This is only going to be like 4 or 5 issues, and then the story will be done. And it's like a reporter trying to find out how come Popeye only has one eye. Because if you notice, he always squints. And it's really funny because on the cover, it's his right eye that's open, but inside the book, it's his left eye that's open the entire time.
Wonderful.
It's hilarious.
That's very funny.
But I mean, it's got Olive Oil, Eugene the Jeep, Wimpy, Brutus. The Sea Hag is the villain. And it's so good. It looks great. It's gorgeous. It'd be perfect for kids. All ages could read this book.
That's so fun. Other than the words are tiny.
Some of the words are itty bitty. Once you get to the fighting scenes, and I mean, it literally looks like an anime manga fight scene because everything is. I mean, if you think about Popeye, pretty much has like basically godlike powers once he eats the spinach, right?
Yeah, he eats the spinach and then he can mess anybody up.
Right,
he gonna mess you up.
Yeah. So yeah, Popeye's been around for 95 years.
I remember watching I'm sorry, you go first.
No, you go ahead.
I remember watching Popeye from at my very first sleepover. That's all.
Really? That's funny.
My very first sleepover that I spent the night the entire time because before then I always got picked up.
Yeah, that's okay. It happens.
But at Marianne's sleepover, I slept through the night because of Popeye. It literally was just Popeye over and over again, and I just stared at it.
You're so weird. So did you know that Donkey Kong they wanted it to be Popeye?
Really?
Mm-hmm. But King Syndicate wouldn't allow them to use the character. They wanted instead of the gorilla, it was going to be Brutus, and instead of Prince Peach, it was going to be Olive Oil, and Popeye was going to be jumping over barrels, but they wouldn't let them. And now we have Mario.
Well,
so
thank
that
you
was a mistake.
that was a poor choice on their part. A happy for us.
Our friend Sheila in the chat. So if you guys want to, you can follow us along on Facebook and we do it live. You can chat. She said she would watch Popeye every Saturday when she was a kid. I watched it and I had a tape recorder. I would take
I'm dead.
like a little microphone and hang it over the TV and record the sound, the music and because there really wasn't much talking in a Popeye. It was like, that kind of stuff in music.
And you would listen to it?
All the time. Yeah.
That's really
listen to it over and
sweet.
over again. Okay, so my new number one.
New number one.
Which is funny because in the corner it says 20th Century Studios, but it's a Marvel comic because Marvel owns the rights to Predator.
Yes.
And Aliens. This is AVA, Aliens vs. Avengers.
Goodness gracious.
So I know, I thought this was going to be terrible because we knew it was coming. It's amazingly awesome. This is set in the future, like 20 years in the
Perfect.
future. So like there are a few superheroes left, some of them gone. The artist who's drawing this is amazing. It's so good. His characters, not just the aliens, but like his Hulk looks amazing. Even old Professor X. Like the only member of the Fantastic Four left is Valeria, pretty much, which we love Valeria. But this is what happens is there is a race out in space who basically is seeding planets with aliens, and they talk about how it happens. Like they drop aliens in the most populated, and then in one day you have a queen being born, and then in 1 week you have so many, and then you have overrun by blah blah blah. So this is the last bit of humanity, or not humanity, it's superheroes fighting aliens. Yeah. So
like when Flash gets turned into a zombie.
The cool thing is at the end, Miles Morales, I guess one of the face huggers gets on him. But I guess Miles had venom. It was part venom or whatever. And the venom takes over the creature. And then combines back with Miles. So Miles has this, I think it's Miles. It could be Pete or it could be Venom, but I think it was Miles. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. I'm in for it. I'm in for the ride. Here's the deal. It doesn't mean anything. So it's pure pop. It's like a popcorn movie. It will have no bearing effect on anything. So yeah.
Trevin and I call books like that candy.
Oh, it is candy.
Like when I get a book and I'm just like, it's candy.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. The art in it's
pretty.
Very pretty. Very
That's
good
so
art.
fun.
I mean, it's
that.
dark because it's alien, so you want it to be a little bit creepy and dark.
Like dark as in spooky, or dark as in it's like a lot of
both
dark colors, and is it hard to see with it being dark?
No, because if it was, I would have said so. Yeah.
I was going to say, just want to clarify for our listeners.
Yeah. My book of the week. Book of the week is a book of the week. Ultimates issue 4.
By what?
Marvel. This is the book I talked about with the 4 mice around Dr. Doom's helmet.
Yes.
Where Dr. Doom is trying to recreate the Fantastic Four.
Absolutely not.
Well, Dr. Doom is not Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom is Reed Richards. He is called Doom. And the way this book is written, each page has 4 separate stories. 1 story, 2 stories, 3 stories, 4 stories. And it follows it everywhere. And it continues through the end. So at the beginning, the top story basically shows where the creation of the Fantastic Four went wrong. The second story is the villain, the evil Reed Richards, who is the one who set up this whole entire universe and screwed everybody up and got rid of, shows how that all happened. The next part is where the maker tortured the Reed Richards from this to where he becomes Doom.
That's
wild. The last part is Doom basically talking with Tony Stark about, no, I've got this, until we can bring back we've got to bring back the Fantastic Four. This has to happen.
Dang.
And I will do whatever I need to do we'll use time travel or whatever. And they're like, no, you can't use time travel. And
He's like, I do what I want. I'm Reed Richards.
yeah, it's so well done.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
We love, that seems to be something that you enjoy in a comic book when they do something kind of different in the paging, or like that was something that was really cool about Shooty Pooty. I can't remember what it was called. Identity Crisis.
Oh yeah.
That was something that was really cool about Identity Crisis. The panels where you like hear like a person's story in those 9 panels. Was it
that
9 or 12?
was not Identity Crisis. That was Heroes in Crisis.
Heroes in Crisis. Sorry.
I liked Identity Crisis too.
But that seems to be something you appreciate.
Ultimates is becoming my favorite book.
That's so fun.
Next issue, the cover, it's going to be Hawkeye. They're going to reintroduce Hawkeye, but it looks to me like it's an American Indian.
Okay, cool.
Native American Indian. Yeah. So that'll be cool. I'm ready for it. So we got She-Hulk last month. We got Doom trying to create the Fantastic Four. And I think next week, month before that, we got American Chavez. And so now I think we're going to get Hawkeye in next month. So yeah, there we go. That's it.
That's it.
Guys, Hannah and I are going to talk about movies been around for a long time.
And if this is spoilers for you, a friend.
It shouldn't be.
It
I don't know
isn't.
that we'll spoil it. But this is called A Man from U.N.C.L.E. It came out in 20-something.
2015.
Really? That long ago?
Yeah.
Stars Henry
9 years
Cavill
ago.
and Army Hammer. And it's based on an old TV show. Which I never saw.
It's based on a 1964 MGM television series.
And this takes place in 1963. Is that what it is when it takes place? It says that in the trailer, if you watch the trailer.
Yeah.
The premise is Henry Cavill is an American spy. Army Hammer plays a Russian spy. This is the height of the Cold War, and they have to work together to stop someone from creating and selling a nuclear weapon. That's the premise, correct?
Yes.
And there is a female lead in it as well.
Her name is Gabby. That's not her name. Her name is Alicia?
I don't know.
Alicia Vikander.
She is the daughter of the guy who's creating the bomb. Right? Yes. And so hijinks ensue.
Hijinks ensue. I think this movie is fun. I watched this movie first on Redbox in like 2017.
But by the way, this is available for anybody who has Netflix. It's on Netflix. It's PG-13, I think.
She, the bad girly pop, the blonde girl.
Villain.
Also, okay,
Villainess.
pause and rewind. The villainess, if you will.
Go ahead.
Pause and rewind.
Go ahead.
The costuming in this is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
The clothes.
This movie was great.
I don't know why it didn't pop off.
My daggone thing just happened again.
Dad's light keeps falling on him. I don't know why it didn't pop off. The costuming is really good. The acting is fun. The action is fun. The scene, it opens up with our American spy, Henry Cavill, whose name was Napoleon.
Yeah, Napoleon.
He is breaking into on the other side of what's the wrong side of the
Iron Curtain.
Yeah, he's breaking into the Iron Curtain to bust our girl Alicia Vikander, whose name in the movie is Gabby, out because her uncle/father is in Rome and blah 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 blah
building a bomb.
And meanwhile, the Russians are trying to. So she's German. Henry Cavill is.
Well, she's in Germany, but she doesn't sound German to me.
She's not German.
No.
Gabby, Napoleon, and Ilya. And Ilya? Ilya?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Anywho.
We're going to call him Ilya. The scene where they're trying to get out and he has like three different ways they're trying to get out
Yes.
from behind the Iron Curtain, and he like tries one escape route, and Army
Yeah.
Hammer is there literally running
Yes.
to follow him. And then
Yeah.
he's like, we're going to go this way. And then he literally drives the car and like smushes it between
Yes.
two
And you're
houses.
like, they're stuck. And you're like, no, they're not.
And then he opens a window and then
And they
gets
go
out
through a
from the
window.
roof.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know.
So
I loved it.
The action in it is fun.
Yeah. And it was very, you know, they're spies, but it didn't feel James Bond.
It was clearly different.
Yes. It was more of an action film, and it didn't feel outrageous like Mission Impossible or the Furious 5,000 movies.
I love those.
I'm not against them. I love them too. It felt like this could really happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. The scene where Army Hammer gets Henry Cavill out from being tortured, and then they put the guy in the chair, and they're having a conversation about what they should do.
And the guy is literally
dying in this chair,
behind them while
in this tortured chair, while they're having a conversation, and you could just see in the background he's just jittery and like on fire.
Or if you haven't watched it, so he puts Henry Cavill in this chair to torture him, to electrocute him, but there's a short.
There's a short in the wiring.
It keeps happening, and so Army Hammer comes to save him, and they put that guy in the chair, but there's a short in it, and while they're out there talking, something happens, and the short comes back, and the guy literally cooks.
It's so bad.
Okay. So let me tell you.
Okay.
This movie was filmed a lot in Rome.
Yay!
Which was funny because I was just in Rome.
Yeah, you were.
And I'm watching them walk down the Spanish Steps.
Yeah.
And they go to the fountain in front of the Spanish Steps, which we were there. And there were 9 million people there.
Yeah.
Now, who knows? In the 60s, would there have been that many people there? Probably not. But there's no way in the world it was desolate. So it was funny because they're just like having a leisurely walk.
Leisurely walk down the Spanish Steps at night.
They go down the Spanish Steps, and she's in the fountain, and then they go, and next thing you know, they're at the Colosseum, the Roman Colosseum, which is at a fast pace, a 30-minute walk. I mean,
Dad says inconsistencies.
There is no way in the world that they got mugged by the Colosseum, by the Temple of Jupiter right there next to it. That did not happen. I was like, it was funny. Your mom and I were watching. We're like, there, wait, this is it. We have photos right here because we have pictures of that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no,
that couldn't have happened.
There's no way. There is no way in the world that they went from there to the Colosseum. I mean, that's a 30-minute walk easy. And that's
Dad
Brooklyn.
says they are running for this leisurely stroll.
Yeah, that's like so funny. They probably filmed that on a completely different day. But I just like
funny.
But people will watch it and go, oh yeah, that's in Rome. I get it.
I was like, cute.
It is cute, not cute.
I was like, this is cute. They're going for a walk. Him becoming obsessed with, I want my dad's watch back.
Oh yeah.
He was.
I get it.
I get it. I'm not mad at him. I would want.
Yeah.
If I had a piece of jewelry that was mom's on my person, and I was physically capable of not letting a person take it from my person.
Yeah, he had to let him take it. Yeah.
I would.
But I like that Henry Cavill got it for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they set this up. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
The scene where Henry Cavill, they're being chased by goons on a boat, and Henry Cavill gets knocked off the boat, but then drives away, like swims away, is sitting in a man's
eating somebody's lunch.
Just some guy's lunch, drinking wine, listening to like some Italian music.
He has to go down and rescue.
While Army Hammer is being chased on a boat. It's just.
Didn't he have to leave that and go rescue the guy?
He was Army? Like, oh, and then he reversed a little bit and then zoomed in on top of the
right, and then rescued him. That was funny because he opens it up and he's eating a sandwich. He's eating that poor guy's sandwich.
He's eating, and it looked like a good lunch.
I know, with a bottle of wine.
Mozzarella and tomato sandwich with a bottle of wine.
Yeah, that was fun. It was all good. I liked it.
There are some really clever scenes.
And I liked Henry Cavill's sort of the way he delivered his words was like very,
Debonair.
yes. I don't wear a mask, not when I'm stealing things.
Devil may care,
Mm-hmm.
if you will. I thought it was very funny that they had a British man be an American man be a Russian man.
And then the girl is supposed to be British.
She's Swedish and she's British.
Yeah.
/ German.
Gotcha. It's funny because the girl plays them both.
She got him good.
You sort of figured that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But they set it up to where they could make multiple movies of this.
Mm-hmm.
Hugh Grant as the head of MI6. So you basically have the KGB, the CIA, and MI6 all working together to save the planet. So, when
you see this girl stand next to a sweet girl stand next to Armie Hammer and Henry Cavill, she looks so tiny.
I know.
But she's 5'6".
It was fun when they were trying to get her, when they were dressing her, trying to pick her clothes. Yeah.
He's like, this is not, she would not dress that way.
Yeah. And then she comes out dressed the way she wants. That was fun too.
It was cute. Yeah. The costuming is great. The evil girly, her outfits are crazy in this.
Yes. Not too crazy.
No, not crazy, but they're cool.
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah. To where, oh yeah. And I'm like, Henry Cavill, you know she's going to drug you. Why are you drinking that?
My guy. He was like, this has happened to me before. I'd much rather get cozy and like lays down.
Because he knows he's going to pass out.
Because he knows he's going to pass out.
That is funny. That is funny. He's like, oh, I've been drugged. I'm going to lay down.
I'm just going to lay down. This has happened to me before. And last time I got a crick in my neck.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the heck?
That's fun. That was fun. His character, him being like that, and then Armie Hammer's character just being like, he could just go off any second, and having to control his anger was really good.
It was fun.
I love that. Yeah.
I would recommend the movie.
I recommend too. I think you should tear down that wall.
If you want a fun standalone,
tear down that wall. Sorry.
You're fine. If you want a fun standalone, like action, comedy,
and that after you're done, go, I wish they'd make another one. That'll never happen.
That'll never happen. Be it. They set up, and man, Hugh Grant.
Mm-hmm.
He's in everything.
He is in everything, isn't he?
Hugh Grant. Oh, you be working, my guy.
He's gonna be in that creepy movie and creepy horror flick.
I won't be watching that.
Me either.
Cannot convince me to go see that movie.
Nope. Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it. I'd much rather watch Notting Hill.
Oh, absolutely. I love that one.
Classic.
Yep.
Classic.
She said she's just a girl standing in front of a guy asking him to love her. You
love. Love.
Plus, his roommate was the guy who played the Dr. Connors, the lizard in the Spider-Man movie.
Was he? He was
100%. 100%. Doesn't look anything like him.
His name is Reese.
Yeah, I don't know what his name was.
It is. I'm Googling it.
He just had the nasty shirts that he wore.
That movie was so good. I need to watch that again.
I might watch it again. Yeah.
It's coming up on You've Got Mail, Harry Meets Sally weather. It's coming up on some great rom-com watching.
Yeah, pretty soon it'll be over the garden wall time too.
We're having an over the garden wall party on the 27th of September.
Oh, well, good for you. Awesome. Hopefully somebody will know that comes to what it means. That's fun. What day is that?
It's a Friday.
Friday. Okay.
Yay.
All right. Well, that's all I got, Chicky.
That's all I got, Daddy-O.
All right.
It's fun to do this. It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. Yeah. I'm glad that everybody could hop on and enjoy this time with us.
Thank you, friends. Okay. End roll.
End roll.
Friends, thank you so much for coming out and hanging with us on our little tiny corner of the internet. Hey,
thumbs up to you, Sheila.
Yeah, Miss Sheila. Our music, it was performed and composed by Brockwell Nason. You can check him out on Instagram or anywhere you get your music at Brockwell Nason Music. Our art was made by my dear sweet brother Nate. Thanks for doing that for us, bud, in Microsoft Paint. He is wonderful, lovely. Hey, if you need something to do, the weekend of the 13th, 14th, 20th, 21st of September, he's in a play.
Death of a Salesman in Seymour. I think it's Brownstone.
Brownsburg. If you Google Death of a Salesman, Seymour, Indiana, you're going to find tickets, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
so, hey, you should check him out. I edit and upload our podcast. Dad does our YouTube, and we're thankful for you.
We are. We're so glad you could be here. We'd love to have you spend time with us and get ready because we're counting down to 100.
We're so close. 95.
I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to get rowdy.
It's going to get good. It's been good. It can only get better.
We actually have no idea. No plans.
We make this up as we go along, my friends.
I think we're still aiming for some Robin Hood craziness.
Robin Hood. Robin Hood.
Issue, episode 100. Anyway, until next time, folks, we will
catch you on the flippity flop.
Bye, guys. Friends.